Hey guys, welcome to a new video. I've got a special guest here today. His name is Sanjay, and he's going to talk to you about his experiences in his life and how he has overcome some of the issues that he faces. And also, he's a very inspirational person. He rides up the mountain with me nearly every day, and he's just going to share with us some of the things that he does in everyday life. And yeah, I'll hand it over to you, Sanjay, and you can tell my viewers what you get up to.
Thank you. My name is Sanjay Arora, and I do coaching for amputees. I have an amputation myself. You can see it's a left forearm amputation. So I've been lucky in a way that if I had to lose a limb, this was the sparest of the limbs that I could lose. But I think it's also a good way to look at it, a positive attitude to have, because when I had the accident, just 3 days after my accident, some doctors came and they said to me that you're too happy for your situation. And I was literally smiling on the couch, smiling on the bed. They had all this stuff attached to my body. But the psychologist said, you're too happy for the situation. And I thought to myself, you know what? I'm alive. I got a second chance at life. So you can't be telling me that I'm too happy. I have actually won a lottery, right? So it has a lot to do with what we think up over here, what our attitude is towards life. But yeah, that's what I think.
And so with that mental clarity, or without the psychological aspect of his amputation, what challenges do you face, if any? And do you want to just talk about how you've overcome them? And what, as you said before, you've got a second chance, and do you make the most of what you have, or do you suffer and be at home, do nothing, and how do you feel, and what's your explanation for that?
Yeah, so I think by no means I live every day to my full potential. By no means, there will be days where I'm put down, and it's just in everybody's life. Everybody has this ups and downs in their lives. So I can't lie that I don't have challenges. There'll be some times when you wake up at 2 o'clock in the night and you have this residual limb pain, and there's literally nothing you can do about it except you could wait for the next morning, go get a massage during the next morning, or exercise or go for a swim, which minimizes it. But you develop these techniques for your own self. But there's this thing which I strongly believe that you have to count your blessings rather than your impediments or your failures. So life is basically a sequence of blessings and curses, right? You'll have some days up, some days down. But if you focus on the good things, the good things, your memories, they're in your memory and they make you happy, and you live a more happy and fulfilling life. And it actually drives you towards getting more of those good things.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, it's a fair point, and I think that's one of the things that I want you guys to listen to or learn, is that life can be difficult sometimes, but you always got to see the positive in something. You always got to see. Now Sanjay rides his bike with one arm up the mountain that I climb nearly every day, and that's an astounding effort. I'm so inspired by him that he can do this, and he does it with no sweat. Like he comes.
No, I do sweat.
No.
There's a lot of sweat.
And that's true. But he does it without any kind of, I don't know. You do it without any trouble. Basically, it doesn't even feel like he doesn't have another arm. You feel like you do everything that we do, and that's just something to be proud of. And I think it's inspirational for me, and I think for you guys out there as well. There's people out there that have it much harder than we do, and when you're going through tough times, let Sanjay be an inspiration to you of how you can overcome issues, you can overcome some of the downsides, and I think what I said before in the last video, when you are living inside your head, make it a good place, and I think Sanjay has made that a good place. He's been able to overcome some of the mental challenges and also physical challenges that he has to face, and I think you guys can do that too, because it's a lot to do with mental and it's a lot to do with physical as well. So I thank Sanjay for being on my channel and giving you guys some kind of inspiration to go further and to do what you can best, to the best that you can be, and he's a great example of that. So thank you. Any last words do you have for people out there that may be suffering from the same disease? Or
so we all have our own pains, right? I'm not in your shoes, and there's some suffering that you may be going through. It could be anything, right? But if I had to say one thing, right, it is that the hope that tomorrow is better. Keep that alive, and that'll give you the energy to fight. And honestly, if you just go through it for a little bit of time, you will reach the next stage where you come to Chiang Mai and cycle with us and have a good time.
Exactly, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's all I can say. It's that hope that you have to have it in you and work towards it.
Yeah, that's completely true. And I think Sanjay has learned a lot about veganism as well while he's been here, and I think he is transitioning to become plant-based or vegan, and
I'm
he's on that journey.
practically I'm plant-based. I saw one of his videos about the happiness and everything, and I googled. Funny thing, the top 5 foods that make you happy are all plants. It's crazy. You just ask Google.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the amount of the tryptophan that's in the fruit, turns into serotonin in our brain, and it's like the happy drug. So that's why I eat lots of fruit, because I'm always happy. And so thanks a lot, guys. He's actually got a YouTube channel as well. If you know anyone that's had an amputation, there's some really good videos that he's going to be doing. He's just started, so head over there and check his channel out if you want any kind of more inspiration. I think he's got a few more words on his channel that he can maybe inspire you by. But other than that, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you've learned something as well in this video, and once again, thanks a lot to Sanjay for being here and being an inspiration for all of us around. So thanks, guys.
Cheers.